EA Sports. It's in the game.
Somebody pop all day, hold up. Somebody on their way, hold up. I would've grown all day, hold up. Somebody can't relate,
Black
hold up.
Panther.
Stay down with no faking.
Off, no deal, shawty, you just a knock off. Chicken, no Coca-Cola, I'm the one that pop off. Hit me, my Motorola if you need some. Got the every day, no, I ain't never call off. Talk on Instagram, will make you log off. And if you think they better than me, bar too high and it's hard to beat. Gucci shades hit dark, so it's hard to see. The easy part is getting money, but it's hard to keep. I know you seeing that I'm busy, so don't bother me. Like I passed every test, you ain't as smart as me. You a shorty, you a wannabe.
Hey, daddy just wanna be loved. Just like the way you run the gas happening, cause I've been living in a world of my own. Leave me alone, I'm in the zone where I've been prone to destroy. You cannot avoid this, whack, come annoy this. Yes, you know I enjoy this. Preach, yeah, I'm trying to reach everybody in the streets, putting words to the beats. Each one, teach one, yeah, I'm trying to reach one. Who the beast one? That be me on the top to the east one. Tell me how you really wanna do it right now. Turn up, shout out everybody, no one heard of this, heard of us. We ain't going nowhere, it's a herd of us. Hold up, roll up. Levitated like I'm David Blaine. Living a dream like I'm David Ames. Talk all you want, we are not the same. Step in the spot that ain't know the name. So more albums my first week, then Harry Styles and Katy Perry. That ain't a sign of the times, then I don't know what is. Man, it's scary, cause I've been blowing up like C4. And I'm 3 for 3 like a free throw. Anybody hating on the boy, take a step back and then now my phone blowing up like ring. Like ring, 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 ring. That Kevin Durant, I'm a champion. Check the numbers, I'm a champion. Can't sleep on the boy anymore, but the haters that love to hate gon' Star-Lord, champion. Know the name and they know the alias, that's for sure. Gave me 44, now here's 44 more.
From the land of Wilt and Kareem and Magic, it's Los Angeles, California and Staples Center. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams.
And Ed, when you think about greatness, you think about this franchise has 16 titles. That's the second highest number in the NBA, but they're making the right moves to hopefully get to 17 soon.
Let's see if this Lakers franchise can recapture the glory. We're ready to go in this one. The Lakers begin the game with the basketball. Jay, the Lakers, not just a great franchise, but they are a brand in the NBA. With LeBron James, what do you make of Laker fans accepting him maybe now or down the road as one of their own?
They better accept him now. I agree wholeheartedly with Jeannie Buss when she said they're not Laker fans if they're not happy about LeBron James. He is a Laker, and this is one of the most loyal fan bases we have, not just in this country, but in the entire world. The most Twitter followers of all the teams in the NBA.
DeRozan to Murray. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you on the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
DeJounte Murray. To Aldridge. Has a chance. How do you stop that? Aldridge knocks down the step back.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
That's me. I got ball. I got ball. I got ball.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. The lead is up to 5. San Antonio with the basketball. DeJounte Murray to Gasol. It's blocked by...
Oh! And he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. DeRozan. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
LeBron James trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. One free throw, count it. It's a three-point play, and the lead up to 8. DeRozan with it. He'll run the offense.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Lonzo with it. Looking to make something happen from long range. His first effort off the mark. Murray with it. 10-4 is the score. And it's Bol who blocks the shot. Pau Gasol missed his first. That one goes.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
DeRozan with the basketball. 10-6 our score. DeJounte Murray. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. To Caldwell Pope. Right time.
Whoa! Get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay. Kuzma. James. Jumper's good.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Kyle Kuzma. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Off the penetration, almost, but no good.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty. And look, no disrespect to Dwayne Casey of Toronto, I mean Detroit, because he was the coach of the year for Toronto, even though he got fired. But for Greg Popovich to lead this team to 7th place in the Western Conference with 47 wins is beyond me. I do not understand how he is not the coach of the year. When you have a guy like Manu Ginobili, who is older than me, and he's able to lead this team to where they were last year, that says everything you need to know about Pop.
One thing, Jay, you're not 40 years old yet, so that's good. And two, they had to reinvent how they did things last year. Kawhi Leonard played barely 10 games last season, so they found a way to do it. Then you add DeRozan. I'm so interested to see what this Spurs team is going to be. Yes, you lose Kawhi, but you never really had him last year either.
Entering the game for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
And he missed the free throw. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I wonder who we're going to see tonight. Playoff Rondo or that other guy? Because when he's on top of his game, there is no one better in terms of IQ and also vision. Unless the offense isn't clicking, expect to see him breaking down the D and ensuring everyone gets fed.
To Josh Hart. It goes down.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Oh, defender pulling the chair. He gets it.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
And count the basket.
It's going to be a long road back, I'm not going to lie to you, but it's only the first quarter, and that's exactly what you needed. You needed to see the ball go in a couple of times.
Shot by James off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
James into the front court. His team on top by 13. Works it up top. It's James. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. No good. Deep 3 at the buzzer. We're through one from Staples Center with the Lakers on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Right now, San Antonio's possession. To Gasol, has a look. The shot, no good by Gasol. Caldwell Pope. Rondo. Off the mark, no good. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. 4-3. Too easy. Defense has to communicate.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Caldwell Pope. Jay coinciding with Tim Duncan being taken #1 in 1997. 21 straight years the Spurs have made the playoffs. Last year, as tough as any for them to crack the top 8.
And when this team didn't get Kawhi Leonard back, I thought there was no way that they would make the playoffs. And for this team to finish one of the 7 teams vying for 6 spots, that goes to show you how talented of a coach Greg Popovich is. And at the beginning of the year, Ed, if I had told you without Leonard on the court, that a lineup of Paul Gasol, LaMarcus Aldridge, Rudy Gay, DeJounte Murray, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, and Kyle Anderson would be the 7th seed in the West and make the playoffs, would you have believed me?
It takes a great conductor. LeBron with it up top. It's a 9-point lead. McGee powers it through.
And easy to get back on defense.
The assist from number 23, LeBron James.
To Gasol. Off the assist.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
James McGee punching it home with the putback slam.
JaVale has such a good nose around the basket until he doesn't.
What are you saying there, Jay?
It's 50-50 sometimes.
Well, hopefully it's half glass full in this regard.
Subbing in for the Los
DeRozan to Rudy Gay. Gets it in the right corner. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. To Ball. Going to launch beyond the arc. Off the mark. Rudy Gay fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim, short.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
DeRozan with it. Down 11. DeMar DeRozan. 3 for 6 now.
DeMar DeRozan is a beast. He's been an all-star 4 of the last 5 years, and he was a second-team All-NBA last year. But unfortunately, us as part of the media and the fans, we determine your legacy by you winning championships. He's still chasing them.
Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Kuzma to Ball. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Missed the foul shot. Murray with the basketball, trailing by 11. To Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge. 3 for 3 in this first half.
LA has finally accepted that post position down low on the block. What I mean by that is when he first got to the Spurs, he had Tim Duncan and also throughout his tenure, he's had Dwayne Dedmon, where he hasn't had to be that anchor. He is a mid-range assassin and also somebody that has an array of moves on the block. If you confront the post, potentially double the post, make him a passer, or if he's on the perimeter, force him to put the ball down on the ground, you might have a chance to stop the big man.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
The free throw is good. Finishing off the 3-point play. The lead grows to 12. Spurs in possession. Jay, DeMar DeRozan fell in love with Toronto as a player and a person. Now, the worst places to go than San Antonio and what they built. But no question, DeRozan's playing with a chip on his shoulder.
He most definitely is, and he will embrace Greg Popovich and also the San Antonio Spurs. But that trade really affected him. And to all the fans out there that said, well, you got a lot of money, who cares? I'm going to read you what DeMar DeRozan said. He said, people say, what are you depressed about? You can buy anything you want. I wish everyone in the world was rich so they would realize money isn't everything. It's about loyalty for DeMar DeRozan.
Kuzma to James. Beyond the arc for three. That's what the King does. James, the quick catch and shoot there for three.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with the three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
The drive, right to the basket. Short jumper, off the mark.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
LeBron into the front court. His guys leading by 14. Knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
And the finish. Slam dunk. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Shot by Ball, no good. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose. And
back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Mills in possession. Down by 15. Shot from the lane won't go. To Caldwell Pope. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an not. It's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. DeMar DeRozan with the basketball. To Aldridge. Rudy Gay. To Aldridge. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Rejected by McGee. DeRozan.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
His scoring has definitely cooled off, but you have to give the defense some credit. They're denying him the ball and really making him work once he catches it.
To James. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it. Veteran move right there.
Still blows my mind that this young man is 16 years in the NBA, has not had one bad injury, but more importantly, it's about the respect of the game. That's what LeBron James brings to the table when you think about basketball. You respect the game, you get the benefits.
And he draws the contact. LaMarcus Aldridge will go to the line for 2.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
And he connects on the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Jay, last year the Lakers 35-47, but that was before the King headed out west. What impact, obviously, will LeBron James have on this Lakers team and their record?
There's no doubt that I think the Lakers will get over 35 wins. Will they get over 50, though, is the major question. I don't see that happening, considering last year only 2 teams in the West, Golden State and Houston, had over 50 wins.
West is loaded, so if you don't get over 50, if you're the Lakers, are you still in the playoffs?
I think the Lakers will probably be a 6th seed. Yes, they will be in the playoffs this year.
Mills in possession. His guys down big. From the painted area, won't go down. LeBron into the front court. He'll run the offense. Oh, bad pass taken away by the Spurs.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
And finishes strong.
That transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot. Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Jay, they're lucky they get the ball back. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Into the game for the Los
Aldridge.
Angeles Lakers. Number 2, Lonzo Ball.
LaMarcus Aldridge. Looking good. 4 for 5.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Murray into the front court. Down a bundle.
2 minutes left in the third quarter.
Cashes in for 2.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Lonzo Ball hits the tough shot. The defense